Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program, where last time we set up a bunch of turrets to protect our base and unlocked a bunch of new technologies after completing production of the energy matrix, the red science cube. Now, we don't quite have a lot of that going on. What did we just make? We made a bunch of iron ingots because, yeah, we don't have any spares anywhere. Right. But we also unlocked something new, this combustible unit. It's a component and a fuel. It can efficiently combust and generate enormous energy, while as an explosive component, it can be used to craft shells and explosive units. So lots of energy in this. It's made by combining 3 coal. So it looks like something we should get automated, and I think the way to do that is probably to pick a coal vein. We've just completed battlefield analysis base, so we don't really need to build one of these yet. But let's read the tutorial real quick. A battlefield analysis base acts as a control center during combat and supports Icarus in many ways. It's equipped with a built-in construction module with 12 construction drones. After the construction module has been activated, the base will automatically analyze the demand for construction and repair within its range, and in response, it will send construction drones to construct or repair. You can set the priorities of the construction mode. Debris analysis is another function of the battlefield analysis base. When defeated, dark fog may drop rewards. If auto pickup is enabled, the base will automatically pick up all rewards and trash in its range. Alternatively, you can set a filter in the base's storage to control the items to be picked up. A large depot can be built vertically above the battlefield analysis base for more storage space. If you have unlocked logistics distributors, you may continue building a logistic distributor vertically above the large depot. After auto reconstruction has been unlocked, the base can analyze the nearby remains of friendly buildings and mark them for reconstruction. As long as the corresponding items are stored in the base will be able to send construction drones to reconstruct them. Battlefield analysis bases can also perform combat tasks. After prototype has been unlocked, the battlefield analysis base will be able to deploy squadron. This means when enemies approach, it will automatically send ground fighters to protect the base from enemies. It's a very nice little detail there. Now, I want to go find where we have some extra coal. Here we go. We've got 24 coal veins here. We're using a lot of them, but not all of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here that we're not using. And we may want to refactor this because I get the sense this isn't as efficient as the combustible unit would be. Possibly. So let's start with something simple. Or is this the place we want to do it? We may want to rebuild this entire facility because all we're doing here is generating power. So this may not be the place to build now. We may go somewhere else. And set up a new power station and combustible unit production chain. And then after we have that set up, we'll come back and tear this down and build a second one here. And that would sort our power problems for a good long while, I suspect. So like we have a coal vein over here that we're not using. Maybe we'll turn all of this into combustible items this episode. That could be a good start. I think that might be what we'll do. All right, so let's plan that. Now, one question I do have, if I come in here, is there any like, is there any lighting I can set up? Anything that looks like solar collection, I think. Maybe under logistics?
Upgrade complete.
What do we just get? Blueprint limit, 150 facilities. We'll look into that later. Blueprint creation now available. Press Ctrl-C to duplicate a production line and save it as a blueprint. We'll have to figure out how that works. I would love if there was some sort of light we could build.
Blueprint. You can now make batch copies of production line plans. Press Ctrl and C to enter copy mode. Click the left mouse button to select the desired area. Then press Ctrl and V to paste the copied blueprint. Alternatively, press 0 to open Blueprint Library. where you can browse and use all saved blueprints. With powerful blueprints, you can then build a huge industrial empire.
Okay, so we have no blueprints yet, but that will certainly come in handy later. Let's take a look at the miners here. We can set this up like so to capture that. And then,
Insufficient materials.
let's see, that's capturing 5.
Insufficient materials.
I've run out of these things. Let's produce 4 more miners. One thing I'm never clear on is how to tell resource utilization. Mining speed 110%, ore loss 94%, covers 5 veins. So that should be 100 coal per minute, I guess. I think it's 20 per minute. What's the best way to get the remainder of these? Like this? That gets all but the remaining 2. It says it collides with other object. Foundation required. That hits 6. And that leaves these 2 uncovered. So that's 220 coal per minute. And then if we really wanted to, we could get the remainder. I think something like this. If we had foundation here. Maybe let's just maximize out our use here. I'm going to need to construct some of this.
Replication complete.
So that's kind of interesting. It makes like an island around the foundation. All right, let's see if we can get these last 2. That looks like it'll work. Okay, so we're getting all 14 coal veins. That's going to be, what? 120 plus 100 plus 20. 240 coal per minute. Let's start by getting that all onto a belt. So let's see, how are we going to do that? So you're going to come out of here. Over this way. Excuse me. Now, we are going to need space here. So something like this. Right? And then we're going to need one coming out of here to here. And then a sorter moving items from A to B.
Light mode.
If I understand this correctly, the transport speed is 6 per second. So 360. So we should be able to fit everything on one. Now this is going to be producing 120 per minute, and the maximum that we can pull off of it is what? 3 trips per second. So 180 on a single. Yeah, I think one connector here should be good. This should produce 120. This should be able to move 180. Okay. So I think we're good there. Let's continue building this. I think it's going to come over this way now and then head here. And then we'll start here And just bring this over here. Lack of item. Oh boy, I'm out of I'm out of conveyor belts. That hasn't happened in a while. All right, let's go get some more conveyor belts.
Flight mode.
Where did I have those? I feel like they were over here. Yeah, they're over here. All right, let's get 600 conveyor belts. That'll kick this into gear, so we'll be using more power there.
Flight mode.
Okay. So, we've got some ground to work with here. Let's go ahead and do it like this. So we can, this should have 240 raw coal per minute coming along, right? And we might need, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this. Do we want to buffer the input? It might make sense to buffer the input. Yeah, it might make sense to buffer the input. So 240, we can get up to 90 per minute from a sorter Mark II. So 3 sorters should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right, so let's do that. Let's start by buffering it. 1, 2, 3. Let's put down a depot. And we'll collect all the coal. Do I want it there? Or no, I think I want it there. No, that's wrong. I want it one closer, I think. So we'll pull all the coal off this belt and into the depot. 1, 2, 3. That should fill this up. Okay, so now we should have this depot filling up with 240 coal per minute. Okay, let's get some power towers in here now that this chunk is done.
Insufficient materials.
Let me make a bunch of these. Let's see. Need to make sure
Replication complete.
if we put it there, we need to power the miner as well as the sorters. So something like that should cover everything. And then we just have to connect it to the grid. We're also going to need some defense here, I think. So let's put down a turret.
Materials.
Let's see, can I make one? Let's produce some turrets. I guess we'll just stick this here for now. Let's put some ammo in there. Okay, good. I need to go pick up some more ammo. And now let's connect this to the grid.
Replication.
We can do that with the wireless tower power. Wireless power tower. Let's make some of these.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, it's got to make a bunch of these for me. Well, now these things I know we're not automating, but the prisms we are, right?
Flight mode.
Let's go get the prisms. Where's my glass? Here we go. Prism production's here. Let's just grab 100 of these. That should speed things up. Let's make 10 of these. That's fine. So the plasma exciters, I don't think we have automated. I don't think so. What goes into the plasma exciter? That's prisms and magnetic coils. Yeah, we don't have that automated anywhere. Okay. It does look like for the next research, I've been slowed down. I need coal I need wood. I need energetic graphite. Okay. So let's go grab those items. Do we have any spare energetic graphite? No. We can generate some, but only if we turn this off for a minute. Let's let this build up a little bit. This is producing energetic graphite, right? Yeah, okay. Let's let this build up a little bit while we do this. I know we have a thing full of wood somewhere. Yeah, over here. Here we go. We kept this for this reason. I didn't know we need it, but we do need it. Let me take 60 of these. Did I just take those or no? Let me take 60 of these. Okay. And then we do have, we can get some coal.
Application complete.
We need to get, we have no coal and we need 40 more graphites. Okay.
Flight mode.
How many have you made by now? 24? All right, we'll take those for now. We'll go get some coal. How are we looking for... Oh, we just ran out of one stack. Yeah, that burns nice and slow, so that's good.
Flight mode.
Go get 2 stacks of coal from over here. Okay, 1 stack, 2 stack. And then we can put one of those stacks in here now. Okay.
Flight mode.
And we need 14 more graphites, and then we can resume production of the red cubes. Okay. Looks good. I guess it auto takes it out of my inventory and puts it into... Not quite sure what's happening there, but like disappeared from my inventory as soon as I dropped it in. It went into the research queue. Let's turn this back on. Okay, so that takes care of that. What was I trying to make? Power towers? Power towers? Okay, I've created those now. Let's go hook up this area. Let's connect the grid. Looks like I can actually do it like this. Right here. It'll just go far enough. Okay, so that's gonna start producing all my coal. Okay. So 240 coal per minute. Now, let's figure out how we turn all of that into this new combustible fuel. I'm guessing we do it in an arc smelter? I'm not sure. Let's go check the recipe. Let's see. Hand make in the replicator, made in the assembler. Okay, we just got a new technology completed. Plus 200 kilowatts of mecha fuel power. Power generation output of your mecha is increased. The mecha's energy recovery is now faster if there's fuel in its chamber. So we don't get more capacity, but it'll burn this faster and fill us up faster. Okay, that's a good upgrade. So we're gonna need the assembler. Now, let me ask, is there an assembler Mark II? And how would I find that? Mecha core, mechanical frame, inventory capacity, communication, auto-struction, mass construction, energy circuit. So this is all stuff these are now upgrades of stuff we've already seen. Mecha Cruise, we can go to another planet. So this one, I'm probably in queue now. I'm very interested in that. Although we're not done with this planet yet. Yeah, this gives us cruise mode. Okay, we'll just add that for now. We haven't gotten solar sail yet. Service life of solar sails, I don't know what that is. Ray transmission efficiency, vertical construction, pile sorter. Distribution range. I don't think what we're looking for is here. Research speed would certainly be nice, but we need 1,000 purples for that, and I don't even know how we make purples. Explosive weapon damage? We haven't... So these are upgrades.
A production facility has stopped running. If it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow, or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner, and balance production and consumption to ensure orderly operation.
Which facility stopped running? And how do I find out?
Flight mode.
I'm looking for building alarm. What stopped running? And how do I find out? I don't see what it would be. Huh. That's troubling. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. We're still getting crude oil. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. This is filling up quite nicely. I'm not sure I'm right about how fast this can go. It does seem like this is getting backed up. It's not going as fast as it should. Now this one only has... That one's going full speed. This one very much is not. So maybe the belt capacity isn't as high as I thought? 6 items per second. What are you producing? 180 per minute. I thought you were going to be 120 per minute. Cover 6 veins. This is producing more than I thought. Okay, so we're going to change the way this works then. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I can't quite tell. How many are you producing? 66 per minute? So these guys are producing more than I understood. I thought this was going to be 40 and it's producing 66 pretty religiously. I thought this one would be 120. It's producing around 160. So that's combined 280. And this one is producing like hardcore 165 per minute non-stop. I guess some of that is our, yeah, mining speed 110%. Covering 5 veins. So instead of 100 per minute, it's producing 165. It's making a lot. So I still don't fully understand these systems. We increased our max energy. Why aren't we burning coal here? Or are we? I guess we are. This is slowly climbing. Okay, so we increased our durability by 300, our laser weapon range by 1 meter, our laser weapon damage by 2 hit points, and our max energy up by 200 megajoules. While we're standing here, we can be charging. So, yeah, I'm so confused about figuring out the output numbers. So this covers 5 veins. If we divide 165 by 5, we get 35 per minute per vein, which does not seem right, but I don't know how else to figure it out. 35 per minute per vein. And then this one I think is slower than it could be with the 6 because it can't fit any more on here. 6 veins, 110 mining speed. 165 per minute. This is trying to get up above that. But so like that's like 320 plus another 66. This is producing close to 400 coal per minute then. I guess 380 would be about right. All right, give me a second here, guys. I'll be right back. Apologies for that, guys. The real world was insistent that I take a moment to address it. Okay, so I can't figure out the exact number that's going on here, but I think it's safe to say we've got, at minimum, 360 coal per second coming out of this, right? Which is the maximum that can be carried on one conveyor belt. So I did want this as a buffer, and I think that's fine. Now, here's an interesting question. This is producing 180. Yeah, one of these sorter Mark IIs can transmit, can sort or pick 180 items at a 1 grid distance, because it's 3 items per trip per second, and there are 60 seconds in a minute. This is now completely full of coal, by the way. That filled up very quickly. So what that means, I think, is that we can pretty much guarantee with 2 of these that we're getting exactly 360 per minute out of this depot, which should be fine, I think. Now here's another interesting question. If I just dump another one on top of this, yeah, it starts filling up the second one. Interesting. Okay. Let's build a conveyor belt to come out of here. And let's have it kind of come like this. And then we'll build stuff out of there. I don't know how much we're going to need. But let's do something like that. And then build up production chains this way that turn it into the fuel that we want. So let's see. If I go into production and we get an assembler, and let's say we place it here. Can I go directly? Okay, let's see what the recipe is. All right. So the recipe is 3 coal gets turned into 1 combustible unit every 3 seconds. Now we know the assembler Mark I has a efficiency ratio of 0.75. That's one thing I was looking at in the technology tree. Is there another assembler that we can unlock? And where would we find that? Assembler Mark II. There's depot, sorter, and conveyor belt upgrades. What is this? Logistics. A logistics bot. Energy storage. Let's see if we can find Assembler Mark II. Where would Assembler Mark II be? What do we get? More mecha movement speed. Okay. That's a spray coder, whatever that is. Deuterium facility, a fractionator. Okay. Basic chemical engineering, chemical plant. That's not what we're looking for. Electromagnetic turbine, missile turret, prototype. Where are we going to find the upgrade or technology for Assembler Mark II? X-ray cracking. Applied superconductor, graphene. Okay. I think we looked in all this. Planetary logistics. Automatic piler, whatever that is. Titanium alloy. Geothermal power station, that's interesting. Solar sail. EM rail ejector. Did we have photon combiner? Is there solar panels? Ray receiver. High-speed assembling. Here we go. This is what we want. High-speed assembling. Okay, so we want to work our way through... Looks like, hold on. Looks like we can unlock this now This has the production speed of 1. All right, let's get this unlocked immediately. What are we researching? Drive engine? No, I want to upgrade high speed assembling right now. Now, why can't I enqueue this? Oh, we have another... We have to get processor first. So if we get processor, then we can get high speed assembling. Okay. Drive engine unlocks Mecha Cruise. We can hold off on that. Can I cancel this somehow? Or... No, I can't. Okay. We're working towards high-speed assembling. That's good to know. So let's operate on the principle that we're going to upgrade these into the assemblers. The Mark II assembler. So if we look at that... higher durability, higher work consumption. But it has the 1x production speed. That's the main thing. Significantly improved production speed, items can be produced more quickly. All right, so let's assume we're building these as placeholders for that. So, in that case, this is going to produce 20 recipes per minute, right? Because it takes 3 seconds. There's 20 sets of 3 seconds in a minute. So this will complete 20 recipes a minute once it's upgraded. So it'll consume 60 coal and produce 20 combustible units. Okay, so it needs 60 coal. We've got 360 on the line, right? So then we should build 6 of these. I think that's right. So now here's another interesting idea. I guess we don't need all of this space if we're building them sideways like this. But like, okay, let's try something because I want to get some practice using this the blueprint facilitator. So let's say we take a connector, we connect it to there, right? And then let's build like, I don't know, a short... Well, maybe we don't need to do that. You're going to be producing this. It's a very simple recipe. It turns coal into the output thing. Right? So, I mean, I guess we can... If I hit Control C and we select the sorter and this, or how do I add to it? This, yeah, so 2 facilities, right click to remove, path for saving blueprint, we'll save as new file, thumbnail text, icon layout. Okay. The name of this blueprint displayed in the blueprint library. Mecha Cruise is done.
You're now able to cruise. Press space twice to lift off and enter flight mode. Hold the key for forward movement and space in flight mode to reach a certain altitude to activate cruise mode. Now you can click the star
Mineral
map button
depleted.
at the bottom left corner of the screen to view the planetary system or even the whole cluster.
Okay. So we have some information down here. Quit, reset blueprint, use now, or save blueprint. I don't think I need to save this, but I'll use it now. Okay, so this is cool. I don't know. We can't have them that close to each other, I don't think. Maybe. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that worked as intended. So we'll need to upgrade these into Mark IIs once the research is done. But let's go ahead and get 360 coal per second going onto this belt. And then we need power. Let's get some power towers. Oh, I'm out of these things again. For the first time, you've used a blueprint for home-based construction. The blueprint includes 2 facilities. A home-based expansion blueprint expedites the arrival of the huge industrial empire. All right. Power towers. 1 and 2 should do the job. So these guys are making this stuff for me, and once we upgrade these to the Mark IIs, it should consume the entirety of this belt line, I think. Let's go ahead and trim the excess fat here. And then, with the output, we want to put that all into a depot for later use. So let's build another belt over here, like this. Now, these will be producing 20 per minute, so with 6 of them, there'll be 120 on the belt per minute. And 1 Mark II sorter should be enough to pull that into another depot. Let's go ahead and create a depot here. Why not make it a big one? Why not, right? And we'll go ahead and pull off the belt and into the depot, like so. Now, why aren't you guys producing? What's going on here? Product overflow. Right. We need outputs. So 20 per minute. We should be fine with just Mark I sorters, but it doesn't matter. Let's just use Mark IIs. Apparently, we've just missed the power for this one little connector. Fantastic. Okay. Now, if I've done everything right, we should start seeing this move without stopping, I think. Once this keeps pulling, once this pulls enough off to open up the product overflow. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this should be moving at like pretty much non-stop, I think. Because it should be outputting 360 per minute, right? 180 times 2 is 360. And these should be... Oh, but these are still the lower grade. We still need to get to the high-speed assembling before that. So we'll check that as soon as we get that research done. But let's take a look at the output here. Let's take 100 of these combustible units and let's stick it in here. So instead of the coal, we're going to use this stuff. So coal has 2.7 megajoules, whereas combustible units have 9.72 megajoules. That's a big upgrade. So a quarter to 10, that's almost a 4 times upgrade. Slightly less. That's very nice. And we put in 3 coal, but the point is this is denser. Okay. So with that set up, I do want to see this research complete, but seems like we're waiting on... Let's see. You guys are helping me research, right? Yeah, you're helping me research. So there's just a lot of hashes involved. If I go grab some of the output here... let's see how many extra I have. I can start doing some research myself to help speed it up. Okay. Feels like a productive episode, and I feel like I got something right in terms of laying this out in a compact form. Once we upgrade these assemblers, this should be a very efficient production of a lot of this fuel. Yeah, we got some more over here. delete this coal. What else do we have here? Stone. Let's delete that. We picked up a few things along the way that I don't know what they are, or what they're for, or why we need them, but we probably don't need hydrogen. I wonder if I can burn hydrogen in the mecha. Let's delete you and stick you guys in here instead. Okay, that feels good. That feels pretty dang good. Let's clean up the world. What else are we doing? We've got 5 minutes left, but I can't really do much else on this until we get that assembler Mark II. Now it says plus 50% replicator speed, so... Oh, the replicator is this thing. I see. So the manual replicator will be faster as a part of this research, in addition to upgrading the assembler from a 0.75 efficiency to a 1.0 efficiency. Okay. Oh, this is going to take quite a while, actually. 600 blue cubes and 300 red cubes. Yeah. It's going to take like multiple minutes. It's going to be into next episode before we finish that. So I'll tell you what. Let's finish off the episode by testing out our new cruise. We jump. And then we hold spacebar to go up.
In cruise mode, you can fly the mecha to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in space navigation. Hold shift to accelerate, or S to slow down. You can also press Q, R, or hold the right mouse button to fly sideways.
Fly sideways? Oh, as in like... as in roll. Okay, so this is fun, but it's burning through. So where are these arrows that I can travel? Hold on.
Cruise ended.
I don't know how I get to another planet. That's kind of cool, though, I will say. Instructions for cruise controls. Okay, the mouse is locked by default. Unlock it by pressing the tab key. Align the mecha's cruising direction with the camera's orientation by pressing and holding the forward arrow key. Speed up or slow down the mecha by pressing and holding the shift or back arrow key. In cruise mode, control the mecha to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in space navigation. After unlocking drive engine 4, it can warp. So we got shift, WASD, Q, and R. Let's try that again.
Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
Okay, I want to see how...
Cruise mode.
Like, what's the slowest I can go? Cruise speed. I mean, we can see what's going on over there. So hold on. What does Q and R do? Okay, so it's definitely a roll. And then how do I guess I just aim towards the planet over here? Oh, look at this. Nope, we're not going there. Oh. They said something about planetary arrows. Oh, look at that. There's a hive up in space. I want to try to go to this other planet that we're a satellite of. So I guess I just... How do I do that? Like this? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to Alwade 2. Oh boy. And I've completely run out of energy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have I killed myself? Manual collecting resources on gas giant. Fire ice? You've collected fire ice, a treasure of the universe on Alwade 2. It's a common find in the universe that greatly improves graphene production efficiency. Okay. So we can't land here. It's a gas giant. And we have problems because I used up... Okay, so I guess we're collecting fire ice for a while now. How do I get back to my other planet? I gotta wait, like, for my core energy to recollect? All right. Well, I think I need to stop doing research because it's probably burning fuel here. Where am I? Am I like sinking into the surface of the planet?
Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
Where am I? I've completely lost track of everything. Hold on. I'm like in the surface of Alwade 2. I need to get over here. Arrive in 12 seconds. How do I get home? Indicator? Okay, we've got an indicator. Am I traveling there now? I need to go that way. I need to get home.
Cruise mode.
Okay.
Cruise ended.
No. It's very hard to control, you guys. It's very hard to control.
Cruise mode.
I think because of my power?
Cruise ended.
Oh boy, this is very bad. I don't know how to get home. I've done something foolish here. I need to get to Alwade 2.
Cruise mode.
Alwade 3. I think we're just falling towards the planet now. I think we're gonna get home here. Oh, thank goodness. Wow, that was dangerous. I almost trapped myself on a gas giant. But hey, we got the cruise controls are pretty hard to deal with.
Cruise ended.
Woo! Well, that was gnarly. Okay, so we collected some fire ice. Where's that? What does that look like? Where's the fire ice? Titanium ore, coal. Yeah, fire ice, natural resource and fuel. It is a rare ore and an ice-like white solid matter having cage-like microstructures. Its covalent bonds are at a critical state, which make them the ideal material for more efficient graphene production. All right. So we can go back to that gas giant for more of that. And I guess I can't get stranded because I can stick this in there, but there's nowhere to land on that planet. So I'm like in a constant cruise mode and like sinking into the core of it. It was very strange. All right, well, the good news is I survived that reckless expedition. And we can charge up here. Okay, wow, that was intense. Guys, when we come back, we will figure out what to do with all of this, aside from sticking it in our...
Research complete.
Aside from sticking it in our core to combust it, we'll figure out what to do with all of this combustible unit we're producing. I think we can make weapons out of it. So next time when we come back, we'll upgrade all those assemblers over there. And maybe we'll make some thermal power plants with it, because I think that will be a good way to use it, in addition to maybe making some weapons. And then we can go over to this other coal burner over here and tear that all down and make something better with it. Okay, very productive episode. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with more Dyson Sphere program next time. Hope to see you then. Take care.